Hey you! You're watching a clip from the DynamiteGizmo podcast. This is not the full episode, but if you want to see the full episode, make sure to click the link in the description. And remember, like, comment, subscribe. Do it now! Here's the clip. There's one final thing I want to talk about, and that is Malcolm Wellmaker, okay? New prospect in the UFC. This guy, fucking awesome, okay? If there's any of you people out there or anyone watching who's new into the UFC, you love UFC, you're enjoying getting into it, but you want to experience what it feels like to follow a fighter from the beginning to when they become like an icon superstar fighting for the title, if you want to follow that entire trajectory, now's the chance to jump on the opportunity to follow Malcolm Wellmaker. Okay? This guy just had his debut fight into the UFC, and oh my God, there's for sure potential in this motherfucker. Currently, as it sits right now, he is 9-0 with his overall professional MMA record. Up until his fight this past weekend, which was his debut fight, he has been working. Up until his fight this past weekend, which was his debut fight, he has been working full time as a pipe fitter / welder. Okay, and then at nights he would go training for MMA. He would be a pipe fitter in the day, MMA fighter at night. For years, he's been doing it this way. Okay? He has had and defended multiple amateur belts and even got a Conflict MMA title before stepping into the UFC. Okay? And just last year, in August of 2024, he was in the Dana White Contender Series and won by knockout. And it was a great performance. And if you've been following him after that Contender Series fight up to this past weekend, he's been regularly posting about the fact that he is a pipe fitter. And it was an interesting storyline to follow because you're like, okay, let's see if this cat can do something. And this weekend he debuted and fucking won by knockout. Not only that, but he received Performance of the Night. He received a Performance of the Night bonus. And leading up to that, he said that he made a promise to himself, and he even announced it prior to having this fight, that if he got Performance of the Night, he would quit his pipe fitter job and focus his full attention on the UFC. And guess what? That is exactly what happened. He got Performance of the Night, won by knockout, and he ended up quitting his job. This is his post here. I just quit my job. Earlier when I talked about Ian Gary having that mindset, that winner's mindset is what you need in order to achieve ultimate domination and success in anything, but specifically the UFC. We're witnessing it here with Malcolm Wellmaker. We're witnessing this man's dreams become reality. And we get to see him move forward. This is the first step to greatness. All right? This past weekend was the proving ground. This was the make it or bake it event. And he did it. He came through and he quit his job. Now imagine the drive, the motivation, the pure euphoria this guy is feeling right now. All right? Absolute hunger in this man's eyes because he has no choice at this point but to absolutely fucking dominate. He had a well-paying job, but now fighting is his full-time effort. Okay? Think about anyone in the UFC. Think about, let's just say, Conor McGregor. Okay? He was a plumber. Okay? Same sort of thing. when he said that if he got to a point like in the UFC where he didn't have to work anymore, he was going to quit his job, and look at the reign that he had. And I'm not saying Wellmaker is going to be the next Conor McGregor, but it is an interesting aspect. It is an interesting person to watch and keep an eye on and to see the progression of this man and what he is going to do. It's one of my favorite parts of watching the UFC. You get to see guys manifest their thoughts into existence, into reality, and we're witnessing it firsthand. It's so inspiring. Even if you're not in the UFC, you can use Wellmaker's story in your own life. Use it. These are the kind of guys to follow and pay attention to. Okay? Because there's always the big name. There's always the big name, but you didn't see how the big name got to where they were. You didn't get to see the big name rise unless you... I'm talking about the people who are just get fresh into the UFC. Now's your chance. Now's your chance to hop on the Wellmaker train and watch as this guy progresses from nothing to potentially someone amazing. The hunger and drive for Malcolm is bigger than it'll ever be right now. All right, and it's going to continue to grow throughout his career. And I cannot wait to see where it takes him in the UFC. It is such an amazing story. Absolutely amazing. Okay?
Tap here to watch the full episode of the Dynamite Gizmo podcast.